Welcome back. Well, as promised, James Standish is in the hot seat. So, James, Sibel said you'd be talking to us about Ben Carson today. Did she get that right?
No, she did not. She's not a prophet, is she?
No, well,
or she is not a very good one.
It was an educated guess.
No, I thought that maybe we should talk about something that's actually happened a lot closer to home, that is in New South Wales, and that is the banning of 3 books on sex education in the religious curriculum in New South Wales schools.
Okay, we covered this briefly in the news bulletin earlier. Okay.
So essentially, just to get the facts out there, the Department of Education has put 3 books that are on the 2 of them which were actually on the religious curriculum list for the Anglican teachers, and one that was never on the list, but nonetheless on a list that actually indicates that they've been barred from usage in public schools.
Okay, so books have been banned.
Banning books. They haven't been burnt yet, but they've been banned. Of course, in our culture, or a liberal sort of democracy, learning that the government is banning books is normally pretty big news, and normally the media gets right behind whoever's books has been banned, no matter what the topic is, say, this just certainly can't be happening. But in this case, well, it's been a little bit the opposite. The media, Sydney Morning Herald, etc., very happy that's been banned. A Greens member of Parliament has come out and said, "Hey, this is a good thing because, you know, teachings in these books are damaging to vulnerable people, vulnerable kids."
And these are basic biblical teachings like, hey kids, maybe you should save sex until marriage. You know, divorce is can be a terrible thing and hurt families. And
what's interesting is this. And I think this is very, very key. We are living in a society where we are seeing absolute carnage with young people because of sexual promiscuity and because of the disintegration of families.
Well, yeah, the carnage in the families too.
The carnage in the families, exactly. Yeah. So you have those 2 things going on. There's no real debate over this, and there's enormous social sciences research on the impact of divorce, for example, on young people. Impact goes all the way through their lives because they also have a higher divorce rate themselves and all sorts of negative things that you have. And of course, we have the problems that come from young people having sex, everything from unwanted pregnancies through to sexually transmitted diseases. But just as importantly, the emotional scars and the difficulty that's happening. Now, the Sydney Anglicans in this case, this was their textbooks that they use in their religious education that they provide to those students who opt into those classes, and it has to be approved by the parents. So it's not like every kid is getting this stuff. They have pointed out that not having sex before marriage has a lot of great benefits, and in addition, that's what the Bible teaches. So this is religious education. That is what the Bible teaches about sexual activity.
Sure.
It also happens to have tremendous benefits for those who follow the biblical precedent, and we have seen unquestionably tremendous pain caused by our society moving away from those ideals. And, you know, when this MP says, well, these biblical ideas are very damaging, just remember this, Ken. In both the United States and Australia, since the 1950s through the 1990s, the percentage or the number of young people actually committing suicide went up 300%, okay, in both the U.S. And yet we're having, and this is after the sexual revolution, everything that goes on with that, now we're told people who are teaching, let's come back and reconsider how sexuality is expressed, and there are significant spiritual and physical benefits that are banned from our schools. It's time for people to stand up and take notice. Something really serious is happening in the state of New South Wales and by extension in our society more broadly.
Not just a difference of opinion, but very much a religious freedom issue.
Absolutely.
Yeah, boy. Hey, thanks for your time today, James.
It's a pleasure.
We'll take a short break now.